What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and this is your Married to Medicine review. I almost did not make a review because, the episode was okay, but they've already showed like the reunion clips from the reunion, and then they've already showed Contessa on Watch What Happens Live. So we know that whatever happened on the reunion, which was a few months ago, that Contessa, based on when she was on Watch What Happens Live, I don't think she should have been on Watch What Happens Live until after the first part of the reunion aired, because I already know the outcome of what's happening. Y'all still together. Yeah, you might have filed for divorce, but clearly you didn't go through with it because y'all are still together. So what's the point, right? So we already know what is happening. So Anila and Lisa Nicole have their issues going on, and Anila feels like because Lisa Nicole is not going to pay her, she's just about to run up her room tab, and they were ordering champagne, having drinks. It was really funny. She was like, "You know what we about to do, girl?" Saw a lot of people said that they are tired of Anila's black scent. It's so funny because I feel like when people are around other communities and other cultures, sometimes you adapt the way that they talk. It's not necessarily you trying to talk like that. You just adapt. Stay in Jamaica for a couple of days. Stay in the UK for a couple of days. You are going to adapt the way that you speak. Stay around some black people for a few days. The way that we do speak another language, and you can clearly tell that Anila is doing that. So I don't know if it's like I would rather see her come out of that, but everybody code switches. So I know a lot of people don't like that. Anila's like, "Well, girl, you know what we about to do. You know what we about to do. We about to run up this girl. You know how I'm about to get my $600." I was like, "Okay, Anila. Okay, Anila." Anyway, so they charge up her room, getting bottles of champagne. I thought it was funny. Anyway, so the husbands Cecil and Curtis are going to bring Scott to Jekyll Island. We see this scene. I just want to remind y'all of the scene of Carrie with her Union Jack bikini. Heavenly knows exactly. She knew that wasn't a Confederate flag. But girl, you are a white girl. You have some red, white, and blue flag on your breast. I'm going to make a joke. We're down south. I'm going to make a joke. Is that a Confederate flag, girl, that you're wearing? That's what Heavenly was trying to do. But apparently, Carrie didn't call Heavenly ignorant, because I saw a clip of Heavenly's live where she was like, "Girl, this ain't what you want. You don't want it with me." So I knew that Heavenly was making a joke about that. I was like, whatever, Carrie. Anyways, Scott gets there. He comes into the room. I'm laughing at Simone laying. I'm laying talking about you got to sleep pretty when you got your hair done. But apparently that wig was real oily or something. So I don't know what you're trying to keep pretty, Simone. Anyway, Contessa is sitting on the bed. She was like, "Are you happy?" She looked like she was happy to see him. And he was like, "Yeah, I can't wait. I think we down here to kick it or whatever." And she was like, did the man tell you why you're here?" And he was like, "Yeah, we just coming down here to kick it." She was like, "Okay, great." So they're supposed to be doing an intervention with Scott. So they're at dinner, and everybody's sitting around. Scott looks nice. Quad is giving Scott compliments. I'm like, you look like you ready for prom, like you prom ready, and this and that. So Scott's sitting down. He's in the mood. Everybody's thinking, "Heavenly, we got some questions for you, Scott." I said, "Oh shit, y'all." And I'm with Scott. Like, can we at least get a couple of drinks so people can kind of loosen up a little bit? You guys poorly timed that. That was not good at all. I was like, why would they ask him not even before? Y'all just got salads? He was like, "Can we get some drinks first?" Like, damn, that was too rushed for me. Speaking of code switching, Quad says, "When your marriage is in dire need." I love when Quad and all her voices. Quad, I thought I could code switch, baby. Quad's ass turns into a goddamn therapist. And she's going to enunciate every single word. "When your marriage is in dire need." I was like, girl, what are you talking about? Why are you so intense? Why are you so intense, Quad? Anyway, Scott was like, "We got love. We got love. We got love. I got love for her." Like he's doing, he's bugging his eyes. I was like, "Scott, relax." So he gets defensive naturally, right? He gets defensive. We communicate. We communicate. You know that. You know that. Contessa couldn't even talk, honey. She couldn't even talk. She was like, "I'm sorry that, I got you guys in the middle of this. I'm sorry I got you guys involved in this." I was like, oh my God. So he gets up. He's like, "Bitch, that's your cue. Either you get up or it's going to be hell to pay when you get back to the room." So her ass got up with Scott, walked out of there. Oh, okay. I heard something going on. They walked out of there. They walked off to the side of to the golf carts or whatever, to the little things, that little, what do you call them? Golf carts? Yeah, golf carts. So they standing over there talking, and everybody's talking about how Contessa and her military training and how tough she is and how big and bad she is and how she kind of just like folded with Scott. Y'all say the same thing about Kenya Moore. So it's so weird that everybody acts like that they treat their spouses the same exact way that they treat their friends in terms of how we respond to conflict. You guys can't say that, oh, she's military, so she was supposed to be like, "No, nigga, we sitting at the table, we gonna talk about this." She's supposed to do that? You know what I'm saying? Not to her husband, y'all. Like, y'all can't act like you're supposed to treat your friends the same way you treat your spouse in conflict. It's never gonna happen. Y'all expect the same shit out of Kenya. Y'all expect the same shit out of Contessa. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. As they walk away, he says to her, "I know sometimes I don't show it, but I have your back." Well, if you are cognizant of the fact that you don't show that your wife's support, what are you doing to change that? If you are aware that something that you're doing, your wife has a problem with it, what are you doing to change it? Right? We communicate. What's she talking about? Our marriage is in dire need. But it was just the way that Quad was just so intense with it. When your marriage, girl, shut up. As they walk away, Quad lets the table know that Scott has been seeing a female therapist without his wife's knowledge, and the little baby is running around the house saying Daddy has a girlfriend. And so the men were like, "Oh, we didn't know that. We didn't know all of that. He didn't tell us all of that." Yeah, and that's crazy because y'all sitting here defending him. You're defending the actions and behaviors of somebody that you are not with 100% of the time, don't know the side of the story, and he still hasn't told you that he's actually seeing somebody, but he done told you in the boom boom room that he didn't set up no therapist appointment. He don't have a therapist. He's telling Contessa he does have a therapist, and it's a woman, and y'all didn't know that, but yet and still y'all sticking up for him. Oh, okay. It's the bro code for me, where you guys don't hold each other accountable, and then you do defend each other without sight unseen, without knowing the other side of the story. And of course, Curtis. And of course he thinks that Scott was being bum rushed. Now, I do think they bum rushed him. I do think it was poorly timed. I do think they should have waited until at least a round of drinks have gone around. Kind of like, get his little inhibitions down a little bit, so that he's willing to talk and approach it in a different way. I do not think that they approached it in the correct way. Quad and Heavenly leave the dinner table, and they go Quad and Contessa, Scott and Contessa go off to their room. And so Quad and Heavenly go to the room. They knock on the door. He answers the door like nothing. He was like, "Yeah, come on in here. She's back there studying." Contessa's going to be back there studying, honey. We love it. I love it. Anyway, so she's back there, got all her books on the table and stuff. She looking crazy. He's still in the room. So Quad was like, "Scott, come in here with us." So he sits down and she says, "Look, We're not trying to mess up your marriage. We're not trying to get involved in your marriage. We're not trying to do anything to wreck your marriage. We are just trying to figure out based on what she shared with us, and we just want to hear what where you coming from. So Heavenly goes, she says, you have a therapist, that's a female therapist. He was like, nah, I ain't got no therapist. I see a male therapist. There ain't no female therapist. His name is Kevin Johnson. I'm like, Kevin Johnson, the fucking governor that used to be the governor of Sacramento. That KJ. Scott, where is Kevin? Don't know Kevin know you. I'm with Heavenly. Let's call Kevin. You ain't got no damn therapist name Kevin Johnson. Girl, a mess. Kevin Johnson's a basketball player. That's the first name you thought of? Yeah, I got a therapist. His name is Michael Jordan. Scott, you sitting up there lying like an old ass rug. It's a mess. It's a mess. They said, so the next day, the walls are thin, is according to everybody. The walls are thin, and Carrie hears Contessa and Scott arguing through the walls. Apparently, Scott got some naked pictures for some girls in his phone. He's saying he don't know how they got there. Nigga, were they airdropped? Were they airdropped to you and you just accepted it? You don't know how they got there? Here's the thing. Scott is old, about to be 50 years old, and he wants to see if he still got it. So he's around here dipping through DMs, trying to see if the ladies still like him. That's what the majority of these niggas is doing on the internet anyway. They don't have any intention of having a conversation or getting in deep with a person or even talking. All they want to see is, do I still have it as a damn near 50-year-old man? Do the ladies still love Cool Scott? That's what he is trying to do, and that's what he's trying to see. I'm trying to see if I still got it, and do other women find me attractive, because I'm getting old. The tip of my dick is about to get soggy and floppy. My hairline is already back to my earlobes. So what can I do so these girls so I could feel like somebody still wants me? Okay? All right. That's what Scott is doing. That's why we got all them naked pictures. Send me some titties. Send me a picture of your pocketbook. That's what's going on. He ain't shit, and that's what he knows what he's doing. But he's too ashamed to say it. That I'm trying to see if I still got it. And that's what he's doing. That's what a lot of these men are doing in these people's DM, is trying to see, can the girls still send me some pictures of their titties? And that's what it is. That's all they doing. That's all they doing, old tired ass niggas. That's all I'm doing in these DMs. Anyways, was the approach fair to him? They're sitting at the table talking. I love the exchange between Toya and Cecil. She was like, ain't no way in the world I would be able to be counseled by a man without my husband's knowledge. You better fix it. You better fix it. And she was like, when Toya was like, I sent my husband a picture of me. He said that I was looking good and this and that. He was like, was that for the life coach? Cecil said, I ain't never heard the life coach one before. He was like, yeah, because, when men, I think Lisa Nicole was like, so do men, what do y'all be doing when y'all going through, midlife crisis? Women go through it too. It's just a thing about us. We want to feel acknowledged. Do people still find you attractive? Do people still find you desirable? As you get older, you want to see if you still got it. I really feel like these dating apps are the same way. People just swiping and swiping and swiping to see who actually is interested in them. They have no intentions of building anything with you. They just want to see, do other people still find them desirable? That's what it is. Scott said, I just told her that, Scott said he just told her that the therapist was female. So this is where I have a problem with Scott. If you know that what you are about to say is a lie, and you tell the lie so that it can hurt your wife, you're not operating as a team. If you are operating to the point where you have to win this argument, and in order to win this argument, you have to lie and then create a lie to say that you're seeing a female therapist for 7 months that you haven't paid, and then you're turning around after you know cameras caught you saying that and say, no, I just told her that. So your goal was to hurt her and make her cry, when the goal is to be repairing what is wrong in the relationship. So I do have a problem with the whole thing, just the lie in itself. What did she do to you that you would lie and create a lie like that? How has Contessa hurt you so much that you would sit up there and lie in her face and say, I'm seeing a female therapist that I haven't paid, a female life coach that I have not paid for 7 months. And I just did that. I just told her that to do what? What was your goal in that kind of lie if you were lying? Right? You're not paying a woman to counsel you and you haven't improved. So what are you and this person doing together? What are you and Kevin Johnson doing together, nigga? And then you heard Jackie saying that's what they do. Do you see how the excuse for bad behavior is built into their existence? That's just what they do. That's not what just what they do. They do it because everybody is agreeing that men are socialized to act like this. And that's not what they do. Okay? Curtis says, how many men will want to talk about their relationship, and that's not fair? Well, you should know, Curtis, because no man wants to talk about his relationship when he knows that he ain't treating his wife right. You know you're not treating your wife right. That's why you don't want to go to therapy, because you know somebody else, a third party, is going to say you're not being truthful and honest and upholding and respecting your marriage. Nobody want to hear that. So of course, no man who is mistreating his wife in whatever way or mistreating the relationship in whatever way, nobody wants to hear that, because y'all are told that you're right about everything. You do no wrong. And so you don't want to hear anybody tell you that you've done wrong. So you'd rather just continue to be ain't shit, to continue to operate from less than your best self, because you don't want anybody to hold you accountable. You don't want nobody to tell you you're doing wrong. So you don't want to talk about your relationship. So it's unfair to talk about your relationship. But if you were treating Contessa nicely and treating her with respect and honesty and upholding your relationship, then there would be no problem, right? Carrie and Toya try to go talk to Contessa. First of all, Toya, what are you going to talk to Contessa for? Are y'all friends like that? Okay, because y'all was just arguing 10 episodes ago. Anyways, yeah, Scott leaves. He was like, I don't want to talk to the women or whatever like that. I stopped taking notes, but basically he didn't tell them about the life coach. It was just a big mess at the end of the day. They started playing the little things from the next, what they're doing now, and the little clips with Heavenly and Quad. Those were actually really cute. But, I don't know. I already know what's happening with Contessa. I hate that they ruined everything like that. That's why I'd hate following the blogs and stuff like that, because it's like they're showing clips of Scott walking out saying that, I thought we were going to talk about this, or you kind of blindsided me with the divorce situation. But then on Watch What Happens Live, we already know they're not getting a divorce. They're just getting counseling or something like that. So it like kind of ruins the whole the full circle moment that we're supposed to experience at the reunion. I feel like they should have waited for her and Quad to be on Watch What Happens Live until after the first episode of the reunion. That's how I feel. Anyways, y'all let me know what you think of the episode. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Peace. So I did forget about the end when Lisa realizes that Anila had charged up her room with $600, and then she threatened to call the cops on her. And Carrie was like, "Don't be a Karen, Lisa. Don't be a Karen, Lisa." So that's how it ended. They didn't get that resolved. I don't know if Anila paid the girl the $600 back. Heavenly was trying to give Carrie some money. Carrie ended up paying it. I don't know. That was funny. When she was like, "Girl, I don't know what we gonna do. I'm sorry. Well, let's see when the cops get here." The cops, what's they gonna do? What are they gonna do? We got this big ass production here. What the cops gonna do, girl? Bye. Get out of here, Lisa. And girl, first of all, how are you mad that somebody scammed you? That's the gag of it all, bitch. You got scammed. You got scammed, and now you mad over some $600. Turn in some of those medical bills, those medical claims that you got over there for the labs and the shit that people didn't get the results for. Turn some of those in. Count it from over there and give that girl her money, because I know you got some money from them claims you done sent in for them fake ass lab results, bitch. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Peace.